Welcome to my final Canberra Insights for 2020. And what an extraordinary year 2020 has been. Over the years at various conferences and on panels, I've spoken about the importance of political risk management and why organisations need to invest the time and resources in having and maintaining a relationship with Canberra. 2020 has proven that to be so true. It has been those organisations and businesses that had pre-existing relationships or invested the time and effort in building those relationships further that were able to get the best outcomes they could under very trying circumstances. No business went unscathed in 2020, and at the forefront was the healthcare industry and the government's engagement with that sector to lead its response to the pandemic. There are a lot of new policy initiatives that came forward in 2020 in order to assist the government to deal with the pandemic. And as we know, healthcare was at the forefront of that. We saw, for instance, the introduction of telehealth for Medicare, major investment in private hospital capacity, and of course, major investment in vaccine development for the nation. These were not done though in isolation. They were as a result of many of those businesses and organisations in the healthcare sector having invested over years in their relationship with Canberra, such that when Canberra needed to call on them, they were ready to respond. No doubt for some organisations in 2020, you found it hard to engage with Canberra. Maybe that's because to date, your strategy may have been more reactive than proactive, and your relationships may have been more transactional and transformational. It's important to keep this in mind going into 2021. A good government engagement strategy is premised on managing political risk in order to build both proactive and transformational relationships, so that when you need to talk to Canberra, they're ready to listen to what you have to say. What does 2021 potentially look like from a political risk management perspective? Firstly, we're still going to be in a COVID environment, and that's going to be dominated by the vaccine rollout. But equally as important, with an election likely to be held in the second half of the year, businesses and organisations need to begin to calibrate for what that might mean for their ask or objective in Canberra. Everything the government will be doing and saying, followed by the opposition, is going to be calibrated through the lens of a federal election. They will be focusing on the here and now rather than what might be possible in 2 or 3 years' time. So it's important to keep in mind, what does a federal election mean for your organisation and your potential ask in Canberra next year? Thank you to everybody that has taken the time to tune into my Canberra Insights in 2020. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've also received some amazing feedback during the year. Please keep it coming. And if there's anything in particular you'd like me to address, just let me know. Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you get to spend some quality time with loved ones, family and friends, because going into 2021, we all certainly deserve a better year than the one that has just gone. Merry Christmas.